Hi, I'm GeoDev, and in this video we're going to actually make a very simple, and I repeat, simple damage mask for your vehicles. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, very easily. I'm going to use a program called, as you can see up here in the top left corner, Blacksmith 3D Paint Freeware. Okay, never heard of it? Well, pity on you. The place to get it is obviously www.blacksmith3d.com. Download it. You get the full suite as a trial version, and the 3D paint version that I'll be using in this tutorial is actually, it's not time limited. You can use it for as long as you want. The only thing that it's limited on, well, there's a few things that it's limited on, but it's enough for what we need. I'll mention the limits in a minute as we go through them. Now, the first thing we have to do, obviously, we don't want to paint this guy, so we will import. Let's get back to where I should have been. Documents, Max, export. Here we go. Where did we go? Hovercraft, that's the one. Okay, just import it as normal. Yeah, I'm really sure I don't want to use that. Now, here we go. We see our hovercraft. Now, I'm going to spin that round. As you can see, it's our lovely hovercraft mesh. Now, which I'm going to move into the top one, because that's the one I want. Now, as you can see here, no map applied. So how do we apply a map? Well, first thing, you got to create a map. We don't want to use that one there. So right click in this, well, obviously open the maps tab, right click, create a new map. This is one of the limitations. The maximum size, as you can read down here, of an unregistered, e.g. the free version, can only be 1024 by 1024. Obviously, if you get the full version, it goes up to that sort of size. Don't think we're going to need that. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we'll just give this a simple name. Damage. Well, yeah. Okay. _mask.tga. Now we'll change this when we import it, because obviously we need the complete naming conventions that we want. Now, if you noticed, if you've looked at the damage masks in Unreal Tournament 3, you'll notice they all have a black background. And trust me, trying to paint this into a black background, not very easy. The easiest way to do it is right click on the map, invert colours, and it goes black. Now down here, obviously your normal paint pickers, and obviously your brush tools, fill bucket, lots of other bits and pieces that you can play with. So what we're going to do with this is pick a brush, simple paintbrush. Now you've got your directions, your size, strength, hardness, spacing, density. The ones that we want to be looking at the moment is the culling. Now all I'm going to do is just paint areas onto here, onto the top. I'm not really going to go into it a great deal. We're just going to make it quick and nasty, and you can obviously make it as good or as not good as you wish. It's just a little idea of the ways that I try to do things. So I've clicked on here that there's no culling, so if I paint a colour along here, it will get everything that is below that brush, including everything that's underneath. We'll show that in a minute. Now, colour schemes. I've noticed a lot on the damage masks, they use, I won't say primary colours, but full colours. Obviously, unfortunately here it's gone into the German mode, but red, green, blue. So red is the main one that we want to start with. There we go, pick red. I think if I remember rightly, looking at a few of the textures or the materials, the DamageMasks, red is always round the front area. So what we're going to do is just, oh, you forgot something, correct. What I forgot was to actually apply the map onto this mesh. Click on the manager, materials, click on the little arrow next to your mesh name, comes this up, this comes up, you can paint a colour or a bump. We'll just go for a colour, click down, DamageMask, straight away it's applied. That's all you need to do with that. So now we're going to start painting. Can't really see it very well obviously, but let's just go across here, a little bit of red, go round the side a little bit. I'm just going by well, eyeballing this out, probably quite rubbish, but a little bit here as well. Yeah, that'll do. A bit on there. Yeah. Now how the DamageMasks work, I can't tell you because, to be honest, I'm not too sure myself. So as far as I can guess, the red area is normally sort of like the leading edge, the front of the vehicle, the front of the wings, whatever. Now we'll go for the next colour. Let's go for a green. No, not that green. I'll tell you what, let's make things easy. We'll just type this in, shall we? 255. There we go. Bit of green. I'm just going to go down this edge, trying to make sure that I get into the outside edge. Painting away. As you can see, my tool settings, hardness, oh, don't look that great, but we'll just go on a bit of blending there. Just very simple, very easy. Obviously I'd expect you lot to do a lot better job than what I do. Just merging up in there a bit. I believe you don't need to have everything. Now we'll just go pick a nice blue, full blue, yep, fine. Do this sort of area. As you can see, I'm going over this lot here. I'm just trying to be as quick as possible with this, because we don't want to get too convoluted. Just showing you a few little bits and pieces here. Now what I'm going to do now is just take what I would class as a half colour. Now to me half colours, well, I suppose they're still full colours. I'm just going to make a nice pink purpley colour. Now you can go, I'd say either go for full versions, like I say 255s in each colour, or 1:8s, making halves. I'm just going to paint that in there. Just going along here, doing what it does best. Now obviously this is going to be pretty rubbish in game. Now where this actual culling comes into effect, I've clicked on none, yeah. Now I'm going to rotate this mesh around, just click on the rotate button, and as you can see it's done everything underneath it, and that looks usable to me. We'll have a quick look. Let's see if I can. The controls on this is a bit, yeah, okay. Now as you can see here, when we get this in game, you'll actually see it better, because this is just a small thumbnail up here. Obviously Epic has made a damn sight better job than this, but I think it will do for us, and it will actually show the damage coming through on the burnout materials and all the rest of it when we get it in game. So that's how I make my damage masks. Oh, before I forget, we're not finished. You need to export this. Okay, right click on the map, go down onto export. That's where I've got my geo guys. That's what we were doing before. Hovercraft. As you can see, not very good there. So what do we need? Hovercraft, diff, no, and we'll go DamageMask. Okay, smashing. Save that out, and that's ready for importing into the Unreal Editor, which we will see in, well, not such a long wait. Okay, see you there soon.